I've been getting tens of thousands of requests on when we are going to return with
Security Hour with Cold Cornstar.
Well, guess what? Grab your pencil and your paper! Because today's video is sponsored by SimpliSafe. Oh man, today is gonna be a beautiful day. Look at that sunrise. Nice and sunny. Neighbors got their combine out. And Dad is filling Denny in the middle of the road. Yesterday we started combining these soybeans. This is around Dad's house. We basically started at the road. We worked our way all the way to the top of the terraces. We got one terrace left to harvest yet. And then we got everything on the back side of the house. That's the nice side of the farm, real flat. And then over here, also real flat. I know. My hair's all crazy this morning, but I have to go do some office stuff for, I'll probably be in there for like 2 hours. So Dad and Cooper are gonna get started, getting things ready, cleaned up, fueled up, blown off, whatever they gotta do to get us ready for the day. It's a little bit dewy right now, so we're not gonna be running right away this morning anyway. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you got parts of the business you gotta take care of.
Oh, gotta go over to the other farm and start the grain vac up and kind of getting on the bottom of the floor, so you're sweeping the floor, you're running the grain vac, and to be honest, it's boring.
Hi, Kelly. Don't run into anything.
I put a little bit of beans on the trailer, didn't see anything coming out the door, and now I get the trailer full. The door's open just a little bit. I'm in a trap because the crank ain't in the truck, so I'm stuck over here till I can get a hold of somebody. So I might as well go ahead and start filling the cart while we're waiting.
Get her shut?
Yep.
We'll put that in this truck.
Shut till you pull it forward.
Huh?
So you're gonna throw all these beans up in the trailer one at a time.
Yeah.
Right? There's Elmer. First time that semi's rolled up to the yard. Good. Back up just a little. I'm rocking the Combine Evolution shirt today. You can find this in the link in the description. But it starts off in the 1920s with the pull behind. And it shows the evolution of combines through all the years to a modern combine. Well, Cool Man's not messing around. He's got all this done already. Oh, that was a hole. Since I'm a professional cameraman, gotta bring the cameras. One of my favorite things about harvest is when you're combining next to a neighbor. It's just kind of fun. Those little black bugs that bite extremely aggressively are out today, so we're gonna just take some precautionary measures. Throw on the old long sleeve. It seems to take care of them pretty good. Crank up that old AC a little bit. Turn on our monitor. You gotta be kind of careful. Our combine is not really designed for a 45-foot head with the unloading auger. So you gotta get really close to the bean head. I'm like probably 24 inches away from it. So like a row. Maybe a little further than that, but it's pretty tight. The combine unloads at like 4 bushels per second, so it does not take very long to get him empty. The GPS 7500 we have on top of the cab is equipped with what's called Cart Ace. So Ag Leader has it where auto steer is ran based off the last line of the combine. So right now I'm not doing any steering and we're just right next to the bean head. So I need to keep an eye to make sure that we don't lose signal or he changes direction or I have to change direction or something, so that's what I'm here for. But otherwise right now I'm not doing any of the steering. I'm just controlling speed and watching to make sure that everything's working the way it's supposed to. But see that red line? It's handy function, especially when it's kind of hard to see and the light's not right. It takes a lot of guesswork out of it. Seems like it's doing a pretty good job.
Hey, if you haven't made it down there yet, bring that white semi down there.
Okay, the white semi's full?
No, bring the white semi down and then swap it out with the gray semi, so I have a semi down there.
Oh, okay. You know, when I hit that home run like 10 years ago, like 10 miles that way, I didn't think it landed over here. I knew we never found it, but man, didn't realize I hit it that hard. Cooper's on his last couple rounds down along the edge of the creek, and then on the other side of the main heated shop, up in those terraces, he's got a few rounds up there. It's gonna be a little bit slower for him. I'm going to bring the Freightliner over to Dad. He's working in Elmer right now, dumping it into the overhead bin. Sounds like Denny's gonna be on his way shortly. He wants to refill again for tomorrow. Denny's got a triple axle truck and a triple axle trailer, so he can legally be 96,000 pounds going down, so he can get like almost 1,200 bushels on him. And right now what's in the overhead is not 1,200 bushels, so we're bringing Dad some extra beans. My first time driving Elmer. Oh no, you guys fell over! Are you okay? Whoa, whoop, I can see my shadow. 6 more hours of summer. One of the disadvantages of having a 45-foot head is it's really wide and it's not a flex head. So like the new bean heads you see, they flex like every 8 inches and they can just move these crazy patterns. So like right here along the edge of this waterway needs to be reshaped. So right now it is higher than the field. The field should be higher than the waterway so water runs into it. Anyway, since it's like that, it's high, low, high. Makes this little dip right here. We can see that we did not get very good cutting action to the ground right here because of that, because the head hits there and it hits over there. So it bridges this. For the most part, it did a pretty good job of getting all of the pods, but look, see we got one there, got one there, there's one there. Some people have fields that are shaped kind of like golf balls, and that would be a really big problem if you have this going on everywhere, especially if the pods are formed all the way to the ground, kind of like that. This is kind of cool. We can take that and we can lower it down to the semi. And then we can take the end and we can swivel that. Oh yeah. We're on just over 60,000 pounds. We see we got our old load right there, 1,006 bushels. Gotta get that last little bit right there. There we go. Can't have the neighbors be seeing that.
Okay, we're gonna load Denny.
Look good?
It took 4 minutes to fill Denny, and we're probably around that 1,200 bushels.
Well, that's the field around the house done. Hey, what does your monitor say for acres?
73.5.
Okay, now we're just hopping literally right across the road over into Stripe Fieldville. We're gonna be hitting that back hill, and then the end row is right up here by the road. Well, that's kind of a bummer. Assuming everything ran through the cart, this field average 55.2. It can easily be worse than 55, so we're not gonna complain with that, but we usually shoot for 60. Anything above 60 is good. If it's above 70, it's exceptional. Notice how we have some stripes in this field? Those are a problem. Dad started planting that up there at like 10 p.m. He got done at 2 in the morning. He got up the next day, came over to this side of the waterway, and he started planting this. We have the seed tender loaded up with the same seed. This is a 2.1. I don't know if a label got switched on a seed box or something, because I know for a fact the seed tender had all the exact same seed on it. But evidently it didn't, because this stuff is not ready. Still green. These pods aren't splitting open yet. Like, I can't get that to split open. Then we just step over a couple rows right into these brown ones. Those just fly right open. This is a water hemp plant, by the way. Those are all the seeds that will get broadcast around when the combine hits it.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while, then I'm taking you in. Your face like diamonds, a glimmer and punch, shiny predator with a golden gun.
You know those background sounds you hear in a show where it's like, talking like this? We'll do a SimpliSafe one. There's no safe like SimpliSafe. On the main farm, there's a lot of activity that goes on. We always have trucks dumping, we have trucks filling, coming in through here. So we got our dryer shack loaded to the gills with the SimpliSafe security system. We also have my house, my driveway, and then Dad's house all set up. So I got thinking, what else could we put the super handy awesomeness of SimpliSafe to use on? And then it just kind of clicked. How many times a week do you think you leave your house and you don't know how many times you shut your garage door?
Right now, it's been once a day for sure, and sometimes it's 2 times a day if I shut it.
So I decided to give my Grandma Judy a SimpliSafe security system. It's costs less than $1 a day to run, super easy to set up. It's 24/7 connected to EMTs, firefighters, police department, whatever, you name it. And the best part is there's no long-term commitments to it, no contracts, no hidden fees. I'm tired of hearing about Grandma's cable bill and cell phone bill being on contract, so thank you, SimpliSafe. Don't tell Grandma Judy, but we're gonna get her a base station, we're gonna get her an indoor camera, we're gonna set her up with these door sensors on all of her doors, and then we're gonna get her motion detectors in her house, so that way I can spy on her all the time. Then every time she does every little thing, I'm just gonna call her up and be like, I see you. But it's gonna make her feel so much more comfortable at home, and especially when she leaves, she's gonna know if she closed her garage door. Setup-wise, Grandma Judy's gonna do awesome. You pull the sticky thing off the back, you pull the battery tab out, and then the app walks you through the rest of it. I mean, it's not like she's 80 years old or anything. She'll be fine. They also just ship right to the front door, so we don't have to make a service person appointment. When we have a rainy day here and we get kicked out of the field, we can just run in, help Grandma get her system set up. We don't have to, in 3 months, you need to be here on this day, and then you're just sitting waiting around twiddling your thumbs. No. We get to do it on our own time.
You know, Grandma, she's probably gonna set the alarm system off like 100 times.
That's a good point. They have advanced response technology, so they can actually look and see if stuff is actually a threat, because 98% of security stuff that goes on is actually a false alarm. Because, yeah, Grandma's gonna set that thing off like 100 times a day. We were able to save 20% off Grandma's SimpliSafe security system, and you can too. If you sign up for interactive monitoring plan, you get that 20% off, and you also get your first month for free. So check out the link in the description or visit www.simplisafe.com/Cole to learn more. There's a security hour test next week, so you better be studying your notes. You're gonna be tested on it. Final grade. All right, let's get back to work. Good to see we got Big Rick being the boss up there.
Well, someone's got to do it.
Wave goodbye to Coop, Rick. Wave goodbye to him. Cooper's got a potential business meeting that he's going to right now. We only have about 15 acres we're finding out that's actually ready. So I'm gonna take Rick with me. We're gonna head back with the combine. We're just gonna solo it in the back with the grain cart in the combine, get that last bit done. What do you think, Rick? This is his first time in the tractor. Yeah, that's a comfortable pillow, isn't it? You can see where Cooper's outlined. That back hill is still green yet. This corner's green. So we're just gonna be doing this little spot right here. It's probably not even 15 acres. It's probably like 8. I just get a kick out of how these dogs waddle when they walk. We have to be really careful in this waterway. Like 15 years ago, Ron redid this entire thing all the way down. It was like a $20,000 bulldozing job. There was a lot of work to be done here. Got it done, then like a week later we got 5 inches of rain and it ruined the whole thing, and it made a bunch of blowouts and stuff. So now there's certain spots you can cross that are safe, and then there's other spots that have like a 4-foot gully right in the middle of it, and it's hidden by grass. So You really have to know where you're driving in this farm in order to keep your equipment safe. I don't remember, do you turn the head on first, then the machine, or the machine, then the head? I think it's the head. Yeah. Engage separator before feeder. Oh, okay, well it told me. Perfect. It's like mowing your yard with a giant lawnmower. I think I have a rock in the throat of the combine. Our old combine, you just pulled this thing back and it put everything in reverse down there, but this one, it's telling me to do this. Feeder speed. I'm not sure which button that is. There it is, right at the front. We'll just, we'll put you right here. I know that got some of you. You were about to try something in the comments. Why would you do that? I got it, I got it. Buddy. Hey, get down. Get down. No. Didn't get it. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, good thing for slip clutches. This particular corner right here, like from right there down to this corner, is just known for kind of having a few rocks in it. We got her done. Both the semis are full. Combine's about a third full. Grain cart's got like 45,000 pounds on it. We got a nice half-mile walk across the field here to go get it. Then I'm hoping we have enough daylight to get everything blown off with the leaf blower. Ooh, we're gonna be hungry after that one, aren't we? Probably not actually a bad place to quit. Looking over there in that valley, you can already see the dew setting in. The sun's not even down yet. That cold air, it's just, I think the temperature's supposed to drop like 25 degrees tomorrow or something like that. So they're gonna get tough real quick tonight. That grain cart's got that digital scale that reads on the side. That is super handy, because in the past, let's say we wanted to get to 50,000 pounds, you always had to rely on the grain cart driver to tell you, hey, you're at 50, in order for us to get shut off in time. But sometimes they'd forget, and then you'd go way over. It really more comes in handy when you have people who are maybe not as familiar with the equipment or don't necessarily understand that we have weight thresholds that we need on the semi. So if you have someone who's new in the grain cart, it's especially handy, because then you're controlling everything, and then you just say, okay, go empty the whole cart. Versus in the past, you'd say, go put 2 bumps on it in each end. And that was kind of hard to communicate across, because 2 bumps was different to everybody. And then when we got the scale, then it's, well, just go put 50,000 pounds on. But then if they had 72,000 on, you'd come back, cart would be completely empty. So this, I'm just saying I'm a fan. We'll set the safety bar so in the morning, first thing, we can go over the whole sickle, make sure nothing's broken, cracked, bent, whatever. I noticed there's a couple here on the end, like that one. A little chewed up. Sun's going down, but we're not done yet. Dad forgot the breaker bar for his trailer traps. That one, it's got a different setup on it that takes a breaker bar instead of a regular crank. Once the bend side is finally done and all the debacle stuff's over, it's gonna be super bright. Right now, we're looking at 2 lights, maybe 3, I think 3. We have 16 over there. We're just waiting to get everything hooked up. So that thing, you can already see it from like 5 miles away. It makes a glow on the horizon like you're looking at a town. So when they're all there,
we gotta pop that cover or something stupid and quit.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if the belt burned off.
That's what I'm wondering.
At the bottom of the pit, there's this auger that takes everything up to the leg. And then there's also one that runs the whole length, and it brings everything to the center. The one that brings everything to the center, if you can see past those cobwebs, that one's not working for some reason. So we're gonna pop this manhole access cover off. I think the belt's burnt off inside of there. We're not sure how. These are 10% beans. A little more, that's good. Yep. They burned off.
Look how wet it is in there.
Yeah. Well, that smoke clears out. We're gonna run down and grab a ladder, and while we're down there, we're gonna bring the semis back.
I don't know if it's a 15, 16. You got any wrenches?
These are 63s.
These look too small.
Well, I'm dirty for the day. I bought this leaf blower last year for one reason.